Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, March 23rd, 2019. So it's interesting that how we are influenced and how we don't have, a lot of the times, we think we do, but we don't have our own guidance. We allow, because if we are weakened from perspectives in this 3D, 3-density world, to other parts of the collective consciousness, which basically other people's comments or statements and things that happen. And we don't know it, but we become controlled in a way by those statements that become us. So our viewpoint shifts. You could be going along and all of a sudden something is said, or this is said, or that's said, and then it reconfigures your thought process and pulls you away from something that you were passionate about. You start questioning yourself. And when you think about it, it's difficult for a lot of people, but how many ideas have there been in history that were unthinkable 10 years before they appeared? And that was from Dostoevsky. Always remember in your heart that all is well and everything is as unfolding as it should. But we fight that. There are no mistakes anywhere at any time. What appears to be wrong is simply your own false imagination. That's all. Robert Adams. And when you really, that happens. You let's take something like a technology, right? Unheard of. And then it's mentioned and brought out. And there's people that will say, that's impossible. That is hogwash. That cannot be. That's just a dreamed up imagination. And then, when it is functional and operational, those very same people go, I don't believe that just can't be. And it's always been the ones, the inventors that told all of these eggheads that they go, it can't work, and you go, oh really? Watch it, watch me. And it works. There are no limits, but the limits we put on ourselves through how we are manipulated in this existence. When you do not have the control or mastership over your mind, you begin to be pulled in other directions. Your perceptions are scuttled away. The different ideas and things. So it's a constant push on you to not think for yourself. It's a constant. It's a never-ending push to keep you away from thinking for yourself. And that's why when we talk about everything, we love everything. We love everything. Yeah, can you picture how many people would appreciate ugliness? Because if it wasn't for ugliness, beautiful things wouldn't look beautiful. And obviously, if we viewed everything as beautiful in its own way, there would be no ugly. And each and every one of us are the higher self. The perfect immutable self. Nothing else exists, nothing else ever existed. Nothing else will ever exist. There's only one self. And each and every one of us are that. It's another good statement from Robert Adams. So, how imperative is it for us to be and to master and to think for ourselves? Now imagine this entire civilization. This is where we're moving to, which we should have been a long time ago. But it's to think for yourself. Love everything, think for yourself, be in the now, and not have these quagmires of almost immovable directions and just stymied and staying in the same place. And if you figure it out that we are change, we are creating change, and we are change. So, in the movement and understanding of all that we are, we begin to realize that we and everything is possible. Everything is possible. There's no impossible. And this takes a lot of faith and a lot of confidence without ego in ourselves. So everything's possible means that you have no constraints, only the constraints that your mind puts on you, which means you put on yourself. And it has a lot to do with being in a three-density world, a matrix-type existence, where you have been literally bombarded with, you can't do that, that's impossible, that doesn't exist, that's not real, I don't believe in that stuff, it's just a bunch of garbage, and it just goes on and on and on. See, when you create value, constantly creating value and building wealth, you're in a process of never having the same thing over and over again. You are constantly creating, moving forward. It's a never-ending expanse. How would anybody become bored? You have no redundancy. Why would you do redundancy if you have mastered something? Why? How many people do that? How many people are redundant in the same position, in the same function over and over and over again? Or they can do it in their sleep, rather than mastering and moving on. Doing something different. See how we can get tied up in things. And if you picture for yourself that anything that you desire is possible, it's pretty much a given. And yet, we experience all of these things, these lack of things, these constant, incessant fear of lack of, or the boogeyman, or something coming to get you. And we have practiced the dark ones have practiced so much to keep us separated from who we are. It's like you're wandering around in the fog and you can't see anything. You're just kind of feeling your way through the fog, hoping that you're going to see some light or it's going to clear off and you'll have clear vision. And it's just, for many it gets very exasperating, but the understanding is that once every one of us embrace fully, and whatever desire I have is possible. It's not impossible. It's not insurmountable. And that's how we're taught that, oh, no, can't do that. Oh, that's not going to happen. How many times you said that to yourself? That's never going to happen. It'd be nice, but nah, yeah, forget it. And moving into the confidence without ego of literally saying yourself and knowing it through the heart and mind. This is what I desire. This is what I'll have. It's simple. You don't get in your way. You don't try to interrupt or convey negative things later or guilt. You just flow. You send it, and it will come. You send that out, and it will come. The only problem is that if you're in a low vibrational frequency and you send it out, it's going to go nowhere. You must be in the high vibrational frequency. This is part of you stopping you. This is part of you stopping what you desire. Happens every day, all the time. So we want to not do that. We want to send it out in a high vibrational frequency, maintain that high vibrational frequency, and guess what? The next thing you know, it's there. So anything's possible. If you want, you go to a place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are, and relax. Relax the body, drop the shoulders. Let everything fall off. Anxieties, hurriedness is another thing. Let that go. Hurriedness. You know, gotta go, gotta get this, gotta get this. It's constant. Drop it off. Eliminate it. Whenever you're in hurriedness, the outcome is always disrupted. It's disruptive outcome. It's not a pleasant one. It's an irritating outcome because you're always rushing and gotta get this, gotta. Let it go. Eliminate it. Vaporize it. You have no motivation to hang on to those attachments. And let everything that is discomfort to you, just surrender it. Give it one last hug and let it go. And as you're relaxing, I'm talking, you're going to want to breathe. You want to breathe through the nose, out the mouth. As you breathe in through the nose, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And you exhale through the mouth. And as I'm talking, you want to do this at least 6 times. As you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. Divine positive energy is everywhere. As you breathe it in, it communicates with you. It fills you, saturates you. And it communicates to you that you are the master and commander of your journey. and it assists you, along with your higher self, to concentrate on elevating your frequencies. You do this by being in love and peace and joy. That's it. Being in peace, love, and joy increases vibrational frequency. If you do it for a short period of time, it's not going to increase. It's just going to drop up a little bit, spike. It'll do a little spike, and then it'll drop back down the basement. As you exhale, you're exhaling all of the things that your mind conjures up to keep you from expanding, from progressing forward. And everything the ego, with its insatiable appetite that is never quenched, it literally never is satisfied. So here's where you are the master, and the ego is put aside, and the mind listens to you. And you let all of this go, all of these things that try to hang on to literally control you. As you do this, you are lighter, you are much more flexible, you are happier, you are de-stressed. We fold in to our heart-mind. Heart-mind, where the two bones meet at the base of the neck, go down about 6 inches, boom. You're there. You're immediately embraced with your higher self. You immediately fuse into one. Awareness of this. The body and the higher self, the spirit, the God spark, the soul, become one knowingly. See? And the greatest of communication and the highest of vibrational frequency. You bring heaven to earth when this occurs. You expand, you flow through, you merge with all of the light energies of the golden, white, pink light of Prime Source Creator God's deep eternal love, of the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, of the violet ray, of the purple transmuting flame, of the white fire, of the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. These energies that you flow with, that are part of you. As you see this like a sparkling mist in front of you, around you, in with you, embracing you, energizing you, uplifting you, posifying you, filling you full of riches, abundance, happiness, prosperity, goodness, joy, kindness. I mean, just infusing you and eliminating and transmuting any anomalies and negative weights of dredging lower frequencies are eliminated, vaporized, pulverized. You see that all of this is let go. You're in the now. You're in peace. You're in love. And anything you desire is possible. And we are all protected, always have been. It is our mind that takes control and summons all of these things that you're confronted with. bright, and we effortlessly float up above the planet. And as we're floating up, we call upon all of the light energy beings of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love in all the dimensions, all of the universes, all of the existences. These are high vibrational frequency beings. And they flock in. In the trillions, they come in. And we feel them. You can feel it in your higher self. You can feel it in your energy, your field, your aura. And our circle expands massively, exponentially, as they continue to flock in. We cover the solar system, we cover the galaxy, we cover the universe. We thank them, we love them, they thank us and love us. We are one. We are humbled. We call upon all of the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, the archetypes, all of the angels of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation. And we are thankful. And they come. And they come in massive numbers, too high to count. They join us, they flock in. We feel the energy from them and their presence. We are happy. We are joyous. We are humbled. We embrace. We are thankful. And our light is ever bright. We call upon all the ascended masters. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Ganesh, Lakshmi, Sananda, Jesus, Saint Germain, Gaia, El Moria, Abundantia. All of the ascended masters of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, they come to join us in this meditation, and we feel their energy. It is a high frequency, as all of them are. We are uplifted. We're rejuvenated, enlightened. We are happy, and we are thankful that they are with us, and they us. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth and hollow earth, all of those in the earth who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. We ask that they join us at this time in this meditation. And they come, and they join us. And the circle expands its light, whereas the darkness of space becomes faint. And we love them, and we are thankful for them. We call upon all the loved ones who have passed over in this life and all lifetimes, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. To join us in this meditation, and they come and they are with us. And we can feel their love, feel their happiness to be with us, that we acknowledge them, and we've invited them. And we are one, and we are humbled, and our light grows brighter. We call upon all of the galactics who are assisting us at this time in this civilization, this planet, and enlightenment, and freeing ourselves from the enslavement, prison, love and from deep eternal love. We ask them to join us in this meditation, and they come. And they join us. We are humbled. And we love them, and they love us. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have chosen to be housed in the following forms on this planet at this time. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the Pegasus, the unicorn, the trees, the elements, earth, air, water, fire, all of these light energies join us, and we feel them, and we lovingly, graciously thank them for joining us. And the darkness of space is gone, and light fills everything. We look up above us and we see our meditative sphere that we created. It is hovering a center above the circle. Its light, even in the lightness of space, its light can be seen from all universes and all dimensions and all existences. It floats as if it is weightless. It is full of all of our meditations, keeping them in perpetual motion. It exudes deep eternal love and happiness and joy and peace and healing. The emerald green light, inflaming the healing light of Archangel Raphael, the violet ray, the purple transmuting flame, the white fire, the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God's deep eternal love, the violet, blue, purple, flaming light of Archangel Michael. All of this is saturating us, all of us in this circle, throughout the universes, throughout existence, throughout before creation, everywhere. We feel this opening, this expanse of freedom and flexibility and movement. We're saturated. The sphere rains down on our heads, saturates our etherical bodies, our physical bodies from head to toe, inside and out. And we realize that anything we desire is ours, that it's all possible, that nothing is not, and everything is. And our level, our frequencies increase and show us as we watch through our heart-mind how we meet our desires is by rising to meet them. Not falling down and reaching, but rising to meet them. And they become ours. It is a huge embrace. It is constant. And we are one. We have the power to draw on a collective consciousness of all the universes, of every single being, every single spark, every soul, every spirit that has ever been and ever will be, and ever has been. This is immense high-frequency power. It is unlimited for us to reach in dive in to that ocean, because we become the ocean. We flow. We look down upon the planet. We see all of humanity, the whole civilization, all life. This too can be set free. This too can think for itself. This too can realize that anything is possible. Anything. We drop our mal-contrived ideas and notions that have been impregnated into our minds as just refuse, garbage. We have no need for it. Neither do our brothers and sisters. It is eliminated. We rain down upon them. Anything is possible. We help them harmonize to their higher frequencies. They raise up. They elevate. They embrace their joy, their peace, their happiness, their contentment for the very now that we're in. We are content for the very now. We want for nothing. Anything and everything is possible. We'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. to a higher vibrational frequency is to stay in peace from the heart mind saturating through your entire existence. To move more and more frequently in love. To be in joy, in the moment, grateful, thankful, appreciative, and humbled for all that you are, for everything around you. And it doesn't matter if it's a penny in your pocket and it's the only penny that you have. It is joy. It is happiness. It is gratitude. It is thankfulness. And no matter what you're experiencing, the challenge for you is to be the master and commander of your light ship and to be able to be in gratitude for everything and anything. Watch what happens. An unending flood of joy, prosperity, abundance, riches, good health, happiness. It will flood indefinitely all over you, in you, outside, for everyone. This is and will happen. So it's embracing who you are in these energies. Anything is possible. We will return here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, March 24th.